10 ways to eat more dandelion greens, especially if you're tired of kale. Over here at MBG, we are really into eating with the seasons. Despite being a sustainable choice, it keeps cooking exciting. You have to somehow figure out how to eat that fall rutabaga and those spring nettles, and vegetables just taste better when they're at their peak. Kale is great, but it's a cold weather crop we've been eating all winter. Enter the dandelion green. Part of the bitter green family with a slew of health benefits, dandelion is touted in natural medicine. Though it's not as mainstream as kale or collards, we find it to be just as versatile. Below, we lend 10 unique ways to start eating dandelion greens this season. FYI, the recipes here are purposefully casual, giving you the gist of how to use dandelion greens for each preparation listed. And for any of the recipes where the greens are cooked, you can soak them in salted water for 10 minutes before cooking to remove some of the bitterness if desired. Before going into the video, discover the forgotten power of plants, the Home Remedies Handbook. You'll find 800 plus beneficial plants and remedies in the lost book of herbal remedies. It includes recipes of tinctures, teas, decoctions, essential oils, syrups, salves, poultices, infusions, and many other natural remedies that all of our grandparents used for centuries. What's also special about this book is that it has between 2 and 4 high-definition, color pictures for each plant, and detailed identification guidelines to make sure you've got the right plant. So make sure to check the first link in our description to get the book. Now let's get into today's video. 1. Chopped plus wilted in quinoa pasta with garlic plus anchovies. Get yourself some dandelion greens and give them a good rough chop. Cook your quinoa pasta. Heat some olive oil in a large sauté pan over medium heat, add the garlic cloves and anchovy, breaking up the fillets with the back of a wooden spoon, and cook until soft and fragrant, about a minute. When the pasta is ready, add it to the sauté pan with the greens over medium heat. Toss to coat and slightly wilt the greens. Season with salt, parmesan, parsley, etc., as desired. 2. White bean plus dandelion green pesto. Grab a can of cannellini beans, half a bunch of dandelion greens, a handful of parsley and basil, a lemon, a heaping tablespoon of tahini, a couple of garlic cloves, a pinch of cumin, and some olive oil. Place the beans, greens, lemon juice, garlic, tahini paste, and cumin in a food processor. Start pulsing and slowly drizzle in olive oil until smooth but still a bit chunky. Season with salt and pepper to your liking. 3. Lean, dandelion green smoothie. You'll need some dandelion greens, frozen or fresh mixed berries, coconut water, chia seeds, and some yogurt. Blend until smooth. 4. Boiled with lemon plus olive oil. Grab a bunch of dandelion greens, lemon, and olive oil. Bring a large pot of water to a boil and add greens. Boil for 6 to 10 minutes until cooked. Drain well. Plate and dress with salt, lemon, and olive oil as desired. 5. Add it to vegetable or bone broth for a light summer soup. You'll need some broth, some greens, mushrooms, and or tofu to your liking. Heat your bone broth or stock on the stove. Once the broth is at a low simmer, add the greens, mushrooms, and tofu. Simmer for a few minutes until mushrooms are soft and greens are wilted. We love to whisk in a tablespoon of white miso in the vegetable broth for a richer flavor. 6. Sautéed with garlic plus red pepper. Get a bunch of dandelion greens, a couple of pinches of dried red pepper, and a slice of a couple of cloves of garlic. Heat some olive oil in a sauté pan over medium heat, add the garlic cloves and red pepper and cook until soft and fragrant, about a minute. Add the greens and toss to mix with the oil, garlic, and pepper. Sauté until wilted, about 3 to 4 minutes. Season with salt and pepper. 7. Raw dandelion green salad with red onion, pears, walnuts plus citrus vinaigrette. You'll need a bunch of raw dandelion greens, roughly chopped, some red onion, very thinly sliced, a pear thinly sliced, and some crushed walnuts. For the dressing, you'll need the juices of an orange and a lemon, some olive oil, and salt and pepper, which you'll whisk together and sweeten with some raw honey if desired. Throw the salad ingredients together and dress. If you have some goat or blue cheese and are into this kind of thing, Go ahead and add it, the creaminess and the flavors will work well here. 8. Wilted dandelion greens salad with butternut squash, quinoa plus avocado. Get yourself some cubes of roasted butternut squash, cooked quinoa, a ripe avocado, some dandelion greens, and coconut oil. Add a small amount of coconut oil to a frying pan over medium heat and add greens. Cook for about a minute until just barely wilted. Place the squash, quinoa, and sliced avocado on top of the wilted greens. Top with your dressing of choice. 9. Chopped plus wilted in brown rice with chickpeas plus tamari. Grab some brown rice, dandelion greens, cooked chickpeas, untoasted, sesame oil or coconut oil, and tamari. Cook the brown rice according to package instructions. Whether you're using a rice cooker or boiling stovetop, add the dandelion greens to the rice about 5 minutes before the rice is done. Plate and add chickpeas, oil, and tamari to your liking. If you have some scallions, chop these up and add them in also. 10. Dandelion green chips. Get some dandelion greens, coconut oil, and sea salt. Heat to oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Place the greens on a parchment-lined baking sheet in a single layer and drizzle with a small amount of coconut oil and sea salt. Bake for about 8 to 10 minutes until crispy. And don't forget to check out the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies book where you'll find 800 plus beneficial plants and remedies on how to recipes of tinctures, teas, decoctions, essential oils, syrups, salves, poultices, infusions, and many other natural remedies that our grandparents used for centuries. What's also special about this book is that it has between 2 and 4 color pictures for each plant and detailed identification guidelines to make sure you've got the right plant. So get your copy by clicking the first link in our description.